Marry Your Secretary, LLC. How can I help you?
My girlfriend, my girlfriend wants to get married.
Do you mean tenured?
Yeah, tenured. My girlfriend wants to get tenured. What do I do?
Okay, let's check your secretary account. Looks like you guys have been together for 2 years. She has over 9,000 marriage credits. At this pace, she's only 2 months away from a proposal, so she just might be right.
But I'm not ready.
Okay, let me see what I can do. Maybe we can find some deductions to buy you some time. Have you had any bad arguments, domestic violence, or infidelity?
Nah.
Has she slept with your best friend or have an OnlyFans account? Does she have a secret bank account?
Nah. None of that. But she did complain I'm on Instagram too much. And she never knows what she wants to eat.
That's just regular toddlering, sir. I may be able to deduct 20 points based on the peace of mind protocols, but that would only buy you a week. You might have found you a good secretary, sir.
Okay. But I'm scared.
No worries. We'll be with you every step of the way with premarital counseling, marriage ceremonies, biannual marriage reviews, and estate planning. And you can always review your Marry Your Secretary.
You're right. So I guess we're getting married. Oh snap, we getting married. We getting married.
We getting married. We getting married.
Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Stay away from cities with dyke mayors. They spray the pipes major. Don't play with your life, player. Or shake the dice, player. But if you got a quota, then stay away from toddlers. These bitches are fight promoters. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Train your toddler. Please train your toddler. Whippings, timeouts, take her allowance. Cause I swear she will destroy your life if you allow it. Fucking, I'm tired of rapping. Yo, Lowe, bring in the choir. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare. Welcome to the daycare.
Why did Daddy say so?
Because we were talking about every night. I wanted some boyfriend, so I'm moving out.
Because Daddy told you can't have a boyfriend in his house? So you're moving out?
Yes.
Welcome to the Dirty Folks Daycare. I am your Tyler Browler, just Dirty Folks, and I appreciate y'all being here. Today is a show not for nothing, man. I just wanted to share a couple of stories. Somebody sent me a picture yesterday based on the story that I told before, and I was like, "Yo, I wonder if that's the same picture." Yo, for the record, it was the same picture. I'm gonna get into that secondly. First of all, I just want to say this: there is a lot of low moments lately by Lowe's employees. Bad pun, but don't judge me, judge your mama. Now, here's the thing. There's a viral video going around of this toddler here talking her talk. I've never listened to this video. Somebody tagged me in it. I took one glance at it and was like, nah,
Mamata?
because I already knew what it was about. It's about the thirst trap. Looked like she worked at Lowe's. She might not even work at Lowe's, bro. I didn't listen to this shit, but it looked like Lowe's, and she has on the office attire, but those are not office pants. Those are pinstripe pants, like club pants. They go to a Hillary Clinton ensemble. So I didn't really have a chance to listen, but I'll listen with you guys now. As a matter of fact, let's start this fresh.
I just want to know, do I look inappropriate for work? My dress code is a polo and dress pants or jeans, no rips. I'm dressed appropriately. However, I was called into the office because I don't have the right body shape. I cannot help my body shape. I got a verbal because of my body shape, and I was told I need to wear bigger clothes. I don't appreciate being body shamed. I'm being body shamed. They don't know what
Wait. Did she just say she being the body shame? Oh. I
Hell no, to the no, no, to the no, no, no.
you know what? I guess technically she is right, but let's continue.
I went through in my life and the trauma that I went through to have to deal with being body shamed at work. All I want to do is work. And I'm not being dramatic, but you pulled me away from doing my job to tell me that I have the wrong type of body to wear the clothes that I'm wearing. I have on regular dress pants. And your
Wait.
excuse
Her name is Isha. That is crazy, man. Hey, stay away from girls who name end with Isha. Her name might be Aisha. I'm not sure. It's Aisha. Look, just as a general rule of thumb, Ishas, Keishas, Tanishas, Takiyas, just stay away from all the Ishas, man. If her end, if her name ends in a IA, just yeah.
Mamata?
was the men in the tire shop and the boys keep stopping and looking at me. That's not my fault. You don't know the type of hell I had to go through my whole life just for how I look. You don't know what type of mental trauma I might have from having to be misunderstood for me to come to work to have to hear, oh, you have the wrong body shape. To wear the right clothes though, because I'm in dress code. I just want to know, do I
Okay, so here's the thing with that. I'll call Cap. I call Cap. She's attractive. She is attractive, but she knows she's thirst trapping.
Mamata?
And I want to say that this is Tyler's gonna title. Only men are tribal, and I keep trying to explain that to you guys. Only men are tribal. Women, Tyler's gonna title. All Tyler's gonna do the same thing that every other Tyler does. It's in the Tyler brand. A Tyler that does not title. Matter of fact, now that I think about it, there is no such thing as a Tyler that doesn't title. Point. I know you guys like to share things about black women, but I just want to show this is a universal toddler experience. Lowe's worker goes viral for showing what she looks like out of uniform. This is the Lowe's worker. She's very attractive, by the way, especially for to be Latino and 33 years old. She's not even shaped like a box. 33-year-old woman, Chantel Garcia. She has deleted this video from her TikTok, by the way, or I would have shown it to you. I'm assuming she might even be from Chicago because she got a Bulls t-shirt on, and she's highly decorated at Lowe's. So shout out to that. She probably she well, I don't know if she does stuff. I can't say she does stuff, but I can say this. Every badge you get is because you go to a class. So she does sit in class. Very attractive girl. In a viral TikTok video, the so-called Aisle Angel says this in a voiceover.
When they ask what you look like out of uniform.
The clip then showed her in a Lowe's uniform, which included a black graphic top. How the fuck? Black graphic top underneath. That don't even go together. Top underneath the signature red Lowe's vest. She had buttons and all over it, including her name tag. She had on makeup and her hair was in a low ponytail. Truthfully, she looked gorgeous and not what people would expect a Lowe's employee to look like. Most people imagine Bob the Builder or one of the guys on Home Improvement, tool belt and all. This is her outside of uniform. Very attractive girl. Now it's time for my pet peeves.
Mamata.
Anybody who's watched my show at any long period of time knows I have a personal war with girls that work at Home Depot. Because these bitches don't do shit. They get these jobs helping men that build, but women aren't builders. So all they do is sit by the cash register and they gossip all day and they get paid the same salary, if not more, than the men who work there. You go in these stores full of women and it's 7 women at the cash register. They done hired 3 gay guys, and they'll hire any black men. And there's 2 Mexicans that got to do everything. They got to cut the lumber. They got to cut the carpet. They got to do everything. They got to tell you where things are in the store, what aisle. Those guys will actually escort you to the aisle you have to be in. Like, yo, follow me. I've seen very helpful men in stores like Lowe's and Home Depot, Menards. Actually, Menards had shout out to Menards. Menards make their girls work. Menards is on it. They make them girls do something. If they own the floor, they got to be active. Home Depot and Lowe's, they don't give a shit.
Mamata.
And that's because I'm assuming Menards has male managers. Lowe's, Home Depot, female managers are gay managers, and nobody wants to do shit. These are this, and I don't have anything, no any problem with her as a particular person. She's a gorgeous young lady. But you can't tell me that she looks like the type of person that will take a living wage job, right? These toddlers, her and her, they post these photos hoping that a simp will rescue them from a low wage, low qualification job. This is their IG pro. Can I say prostitute? I don't know how to say it in French, but this is the IG pro photo. This is the photo to make you think that you can build with these chicks. That these chicks ain't working there just because they have to. You understand what I'm saying? These chicks don't do they don't do nothing. Shaq, you're absolutely right. Shaq is the type of nigga to try to rescue a girl from working. They want to be equal, but they want jobs they not qualified for. Then they want to post pictures of jobs they not qualified for, hoping a man will rescue them.
Mamata.
I'm sharing that because it's a pet peeve of mine. These women would have been great secretaries for a man who didn't love them but worked them. Apparently, obviously, they'll do work. Girls work 8 hours, but they only do 4 hours worth of work. They would have been great wives if they could follow instructions. They go to their employer to fake like they following instructions. And don't get me twisted. Once again, gorgeous young ladies. I am not taking anything away from how they look. Gorgeous, gorgeous women, but they playing out of position.
Mamata.
This is a tragedy because more than likely they only got these jobs to take care of the kid that they stole from the biological father. Y'all keep blaming Pookie and Ray Ray. These chicks are just kidnappers, man. They're state sanctioned kidnappers. So now they have to go out here and get jobs to take care of a kid that somebody else is raising because they're at work. Their job should have been in the home taking care of the kid. All they had to do was suck a little dick 3 times a week, man. That's all they had to do was suck a little swiller 3 days a week and cook on a daily basis because food is love. And they could have been somebody special. Now they just putting their lives into really low level prostitution, to be honest with you, bro. That's all this really is. But it's you guys' fault because you refuse to stop them.
My congeniality is fucked. I have no censor, and I need to be stopped.
I'm gonna drop the link, man. Like and sub as y'all come in, man. Like and sub, it's in your heart, pay your daycare fees. Even though normally I'll drop the link unless I get five daycare fees. Today I'm feeling benevolent today. So also during the mix, somebody sent me a photo.
Birth control.
Oh yeah. No. Before I get into the photo, before we leave this topic, I do want to share Pearly, because Pearly broke down the dynamics of this perfectly, to be honest with you. And I'll share it with you guys before we get to the next segment.
Birth control allowed hoes to be hoes. Then the provider, the hoes don't pick the providers, they pick the chads. Then no fault divorce allowed the hoes to leave. Then the government funded them leaving. And then social media made girls that are 6s think they're 9s and 10s.
Let me pause right there. I'm gonna bring that back. Just that one line right there.
Think they're 9s.
Then what, I got a defrag or something? Then she said, then
Think they're 9s and 10s and deserve 9s and 10s.
social media made toddlers think they 9s and 10s. So they deserve 9s and 10s. That was bars. That was bars. Just real quick story. Back in the 1990s, ugly girls knew that they were ugly. It was a beautiful time, right? Pretty girls thought they were ugly because they were so beautiful that men were intimidated to speak to them, right? Easiest girls to get is a 10 and a 2 because nobody talks to 10s and 2s. Y'all messed up the dynamic of life, honestly, when y'all started inboxing 10s, letting them know they 10s. Because if y'all were real hunters and hunted in these streets, things would be different. So social media made 10s think she's too good for every man, every goddamn man. Gorgeous women will be single forever because they think no man is good enough for them. 6s think they're 10s, so they have a 10 entitlement. I really don't have a problem with that because 4s through 6s have historically always been the most coveted. Because you can do things with a 6. If I'm used to dating 8s, I'll slum with a 6. If I'm used to dating 2s, a 6 is an upgrade. 6s have always been the most coveted women of all society. 10s were, men would just talk themselves out that situation like, oh, she's too good for me. And 2s, who the fuck want a 2? Sidebar, 2s will always keep the baby. Always. 10s will get abortions, 6s are getting abortions, 2s will keep every goddamn nut. Like when you look at these gargantuan bitches and look like notorious big, and you like, yo, she got 3 kids. Who fucked her? 3 different niggas at 2 in the morning, my nigga. And she kept every nut because they need somebody to love because they already know it ain't looking good for them, right?
Mama back.
But the delusion to make twos think they eights and make sixes think they tens. It's a social media construct made by cowardly niggas that was scared to holler at girls outside, but don't mind getting rejected in the inbox. Don't mind cash apping $40 for a photo. You know how many girls have sent me naked photos and then asked me for $40? I'm like, bitch, I ain't even asked for the photo. Now you want to get paid for the photos I didn't ask for? Y'all niggas doing it. Y'all niggas turn prostitutes to IG models. Y'all niggas got all this free porn, man. All this free porn. Pornhub, XXX porn, all this free porn. All these $1 a month for premium porn channels, and y'all still go to OnlyFans. Y'all did this shit. Y'all niggas. Hey man, y'all. A lot of y'all niggas is ops, man. Can't trust y'all either.
Hey y'all, Masters is coming, he's coming, y'all, Masters is coming. Here he comes, here he comes. God.
Anyway, back to the chicks that work at Lowe's.
And think they're too good for the guy that's on their level, and then they marry the guy that's on their level, and then they're thinking about these guys, and they're like, damn, I wish I could have had those guys. And so what they do is they break up their home because they think they can do better, and they can't. But then what happens? At the end of the day, there's no consequence because of you simps who bail them out. Class dismissed.
There's no consequence.
And my man, thank you to my man.
There's no consequence because of the simps that bail them out. She's absolutely right about that. You think you're too cool for school, too cute to study. You went to community college and took 001 algebra or some shit because you can't count because you're a girl. Then you go out here and realize that most people don't get jobs and what they go to college for anyway. So you end up working at Home Depot or Lowe's or McDonald's. Looking delicious, by the way. I love them polyester pants that fast food workers wear, bro. That shit looks delicious to me, bro. But you go in these places and spaces, and even when they work at fast food restaurants, they damn near never cook. It's always guys cooking. You know what I'm saying? They just work in the register, counting other people money. So at no point in time do they do love, because food is love, and at no time do they, even when they work at restaurants, do they do love. You go to IHOP, you know what I'm saying? Your waitress is a woman, but all the cooks are Mexican men, because only men can love. But I digress. So they go through all this, and after they hit rock bottom, and to the point now they don't even have to be pretty anymore. Y'all just is whatever. A hole is a hole, ass niggas. And you end up in a situation in which y'all bail them out. It is what it is. I'm gonna take a quick break, then we're gonna get to the second half of the photo that I got sent that kind of inspired me to do this. Like and sub as y'all come in, man. Like and sub. See your hard paid daycare fees. Link in the description if y'all want to come up. All right, so I got a story to tell. Once upon a time, I was in Atlanta, and my whole agenda is I was gonna delete Kiesha, dog. I ain't in front, man. Keisha was out of here, nigga. I was gonna delete Keisha ass. And what ended up happening, it's a long story, but y'all gotta understand where I got how I got to that point. So I'm in South Dakota. I'm in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We getting a couple of dollars, but the feds are in town, and all my guys is getting locked up, and motherfuckers telling people I'm from Florida, but my license plate say Illinois. And they had this whole federal task force against Chicago dudes because Chicago, right? So I had a couple of dollars, but I really did want to get out of town. And my ex girlfriend stayed in Atlanta. Her name literally was Keisha. So Keisha calls me like,
I need to borrow some money.
and I'm like, for what, nigga? We ain't even got this shit. Like,
Well, I'm about to get evicted. I'm 2 months behind on my rent, and they're about to put me out. I only got 6 days to come up with $1,800.
I'm like, yo, Keish, what the fuck happened to your money? You working? Whoa, sidebar. Keisha worked at Lowe's. I say, shorty, you got a job. What? Why didn't you hire you 2 months behind on your rent? Nigga, you doing crack or something? She talking about something.
They had a purse sale at Macy's.
I said, bitch, you bought purses with no money to put in the purse? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Mama back.
And because she didn't, I wasn't there. I was in South Dakota, and she didn't have adult supervision, right?
My congeniality is fucked. I have no sense. And I need to be stopped.
So I'm like, but I had to get out of South Dakota. So I said, all right, Keith, look, this is what we're gonna do. This is the game we're gonna play. I'll come down there and I'll help you pay your rent, but I'm gonna stay there for 30 days. Because at that point, I had no intention of ever coming back to Chicago. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna stay in Atlanta for 30 days. I gotta find me a little place. So I'm gonna crash, and then you know what I'm saying? Cool. She's like,
Cool.
all right, cool. So I leave South Dakota on Saturday and drove to Atlanta. That's like a 20-hour drive, man. This shit is crazy, right? I'm nodding off, but I can't sleep. Going through mountains, all type of shit. I done took some odd ass way that got me going through Kansas City, Missouri, cutting through Missouri, going through St. Louis, all that shit. That's how I know I never get gas at East St. Louis. It's crazy down there. Just keep on driving until you see white people. Don't get gas at East St. Louis. Anyway, and I drive all the way down to Atlanta. I get there Sunday morning, maybe 7 in the morning. Come in, she see me. I get some ass, but I don't get no head. She told me,
What? People don't give head.
I say, yo, Keish, fuck you mean people don't get head? Nigga, I know you give head, nigga. I got videos of you giving head. For those who know me in real life, nigga, I used to ride around with a video of us busting down at the Cypress in my car and shit. I had the TV in the dash of the truck, nigga. I was playing porn, but the porn was me be dipping through the E-Way Chicago. Anyway, I'm like, bitch, I got videos of you sucking dick. Now you telling me you don't suck dick? I said, all right, Keish, not even worry about it. Monday come, I help her keep up with her rent. As soon as we come back, the lights off. This bitch got a motherfucking red note or pink note, whatever the fuck it is. She ain't paid the light bill in 2 months. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck have you been doing with your money? So Monday go, now I gotta come up with give her another $500 or $400 with her to pay the light bill. Cause I ain't gonna sit here for 30 days in the dark, right? So now I'm out of like 2,200. And then goddamn it, I call her to ask her some information. Her fucking phone off, nigga. That shit was crazy. So now I gotta pay $80 just to be able to call the bitch. Cause the bitch phone off. This bitch ain't paid that bill in 60 days, man. This bitch was full title, right?
Mama back.
Now I got him a man. So I still had a couple dollars on me though. We go, she come back in, she say, no, this is on. So that happened on Monday. On Tuesday, I wake up Tuesday morning, tell her to go make breakfast. She come in the bedroom talking about some
I had a dream last night, and God told me that we shouldn't be together.
I said, well, bitch, God should have told your ass that before I paid your rent, because I'm here for 30 days, bitch. Like, man, you and God need to have this conversation next month, but this month is mine, right? But it's always a tumultuous situation, right? So bars, bars. So we already going through this bullshit, and I'm like, look, he's chill. So long story short, we get into it. She leaves. She leaves at like 7 o'clock. Next thing I know, it's three. Like Here's what's so crazy. She didn't come back, and I didn't notice it until like 2:30 in the morning. I was like, damn, it's peaceful in here. She told me she was about to go in the kitchen and get something to drink. I was like, Kiesha, whatever the fuck you do, don't say nothing else to me. Do not say nothing else to me. I will pap you in this bitch. So she's like,
I'm about to go in the kitchen, get me something to drink.
and that was like at 7 o'clock. Next thing I know, it's 2 in the morning. I was like, damn, it's peaceful. Where the fuck is Kiesha? I go, she gone. I look out the window, her car going. It's 2 in the morning. I ain't even go. I call her phone. She don't answer. So I leave her a voicemail. I say, look, Keish, wherever you at, I don't even want to argue with you. Like, just wherever you at, just spend the night there. Just, we good. 2:30 in the morning, she called me back. You know what I'm saying? But apparently she must have been with a nigga because she had to duck that nigga to call me back. She called me back like,
Nigga, fuck you mean I can't come back? That's my motherfucking crib. I come back when I want to come back. Nah.
I'm like, oh, this is about to be some bullshit. So, you know, in Atlanta, you could buy beer and wine from the gas station. I don't even drink beer. But today I do because it's 2:30 in the morning. Ain't shit else open, right? So I go to the gas station. I grab a 4-pack of Red Stripe or a 6-pack of Red Stripe. It had to be a 6-pack. I grab a 6-pack of Red Stripe, which was crazy because it's the first time I saw it because Chicago only sold 4-packs. I bought a 6-pack of Red Stripe, and then I went back to the apartment complex because in Atlanta everything is like a little gated community in the A. Like we stay in Smyrna, so everything like a gated community. So I go back to the apartment complex, the little townhouse complex, but I don't park in front of the townhouse. I'll park in a different section. So when I park in a different section, I'm sitting in my car. Now you gotta imagine I'm in my mid-20s. I'm like 25 years old. I had been through so much bullshit in such a short period of time. I'm 25 years old. I just lied. I'm 28 years old, 27 or 28 years old. And I'm parked right there, and there's some young guys. And think about it, I'm only 27. These motherfuckers like 19 and 20, and I'm acting like they was kids. Shit, like I saw these young people. But yeah, I saw these young people. There's like 19, 20 years old. It's 3 o'clock in the morning now. There's 2 girls and 3 boys. And you can tell 2 boys and 2 girls were paired up. And then there was a third boy who was just like the friend, but they had no friend for him. And I remember I was just sitting in my car turned off, radio ain't even on. And I'm just looking out my window, looking at them. They would play fighting, and the girls was like jumping on the boys' backs, and they was smiling, and the boys was grabbing the girls and swinging them around, and they just looked happy. They just looked fucking happy. And I remember looking at them like some type of perv, just staring out my car window, looking at them like, yo, I remember being happy. I've been chasing this bread, ducking these fucking toddlers. I remember being happy. They look so happy. And I got out the car because once again, I don't drink beer like that anyway. So I had a 6-pack. I remember I walked over to him and I asked him. I said, "Excuse me, y'all. I ain't trying to sound creepy, but can I just watch y'all be happy? Can I just watch y'all be happy?" They was like, "Yeah, big homie, cool." I was like, "Y'all want a beer?" They was like, "Yeah." So I took the other 5 beers out the 6-pack. I just gave it to them. They was like, "Man, you cool as hell. Thanks, big homie." I'm like, "Man, thank you. Thank you." And then all of a sudden, all you saw was blue everywhere, bro. Blue everywhere. It was like police car, police car, police car, police car. Keisha's car, police car, police car. And they all come into the complex. And then you see them going to the townhouse. And then they don't turn no lights on though, but you can see the flashlights through the Venetian blinds. And I remember the because I'm out there with the young heads, and they like they drinking my beer. They like, damn, somebody about to go to jail today. They don't even know that's my spot. I'm calm as shit though. I'm calm with them though. Like, damn, somebody show is, man. I hope everything all right. I'm playing the whole thing off because I don't know shorty them. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the conversation like they in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? We over here watching this shit going together, right? And And then obviously they didn't find me because I wasn't in there. But I could see them from the little parking place where I was at. And police leave. Then I see Kiesha car, she leave. And I chill with them for like another 20 or 30 minutes. I chill with them until they went in the house. They ain't going to the house till like 4:30 in the morning. And I just stood out there watching them be happy. And plus I was giving, motherfuckers time to leave because I was like, I can't go in this shit. But my initial thought at that moment was when the coast is clear, I need to go back in and get my shit. So they go in. I call Keish. I'm like, yo, Keish, would you ever call the police on me? She was like,
No, never. I would never call the cops on you. I would never in my life. I would rather see Jesus than to call the police on you.
this lying ass bitch, man.
Hell no, to the no, 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 no.
I'm like, all right, Keish, where you at? She's like,
I'm at my mama's house in Stockbridge.
I'm like, all right, I see you in the morning. But I'm already knowing I'm finna get the fuck up out of there. So I'm like, man, let me go grab my shit. And I'm a man, so men, you know what I'm saying, we don't ride with luggage and shit. I had a duffel bag. I was like, yo, let me grab my clothes and my bread and my PlayStation, and I'm gonna just crash at one of the the living hotels, like the Stay Inn or whatever it's called. I'm gonna just chill in there until I, find an apartment. You know what I'm saying? I came down there with like, why I come down there with 15, 16,000. She already done cost me a couple thousand. Then I took a, shopping. Old Navy, you know what I'm saying? It was flip flop day. That's when I saw the thickest white bitch I ever saw in my life. But I digress. So I spent a couple $100 because we went to the movies and then got something to eat from the food court, which is what we had to the argument that was the predecessor of me saying don't say shit to me. And like, so I'm down to like I got a few $100 in my pocket. I got like 11,500, 12,000 in my duffel. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me grab my shit, get my money, leave. This bitch stole all my money. So now I'm like, yo, I got to kill this bitch. It's just mandatory. It's mandatory because what I did for her was out of love, and this is how she treated the love. So it's only right that I give her the treatment that you give a woman that gets out of line that you love, right?
Daddy, you stay, Mama. You stay,
Darn
Mama.
tootin' I did. Darn tootin' I
That
did.
means you love her. That means you
That's what I've
love
been
her.
trying to tell her. I've been trying to tell her.
So I'm about to out fire this chick, right? So I go to Walmart because they had a super Walmart that was 24 hours. I was ahead of my time now that I think about it. This is like in the late 2000s. That was before my time. I got the COVID mask. I got the lunch lady hairnet and a pair of latex gloves. I'm like, yo, I'm about to go back to her crib. I'm gonna wipe this motherfucker down. No fingerprints, no hair. I'm vacuuming and shit. I'm like, yo, I'm finna clean this whole thing up. Cause I'm about to delete this chick, man. It is absolutely mandatory. She must go. She gotta come home eventually. She must go. So I'm just chilling around and like the whole week, bro, like a whole week in the dark. Got the blinds closed in the dark, my car parked somewhere else. I gotta walk through trees and shit to go back in after I go grab something. Nigga, vacuum and wiping walls, wiping door handles. I'm like, yo, as soon as this get back, man, she gotta get what she got coming, right? Days go by, days go by. She ain't never come back. Days go by, she ain't never come back. My boys done called me. I told them what happened. I'm gonna tell the sub story real quick, then we gonna get to where we're going. Sub story real quick. So I'm sitting there waiting in the dark. My boy called me. My boy Brian called me. He was like,
What up, bro?
I'm like, shit, man. Fucking Kiesha. I was like, shit, man. I'm fucked up in Atlanta. He was like,
I just bought a charger.
I'm like, yeah, nigga. Kiesha just hit me for 12,000, man. I'm about to delete this bitch, man. I can't go, man. He's like,
And I put it on 24s.
I was like, yo, B, are you listening to anything I'm saying, my nigga? He was like,
Bro, my wife just had a baby, but the baby ain't mine.
I say, nigga, what? What the fuck, man? What you gonna do about that? He said,
Nigga, I just told you. I bought a charger and put it on 24s. Nigga, don't even worry about that shit. This was my wife. We got a daughter together. You and Kiesha ain't got shit together. Man, see it like you spent $12,000 on one of them life seminars. Man, just get the fuck up out of Atlanta, bro. Don't even do this shit. Nigga, money come and go. You a hustler, right?
I'm like, yo, the B, I can't let this shit go. I'm on some heat shit, bro. No cap, bro. I'm on some Robert De Niro and heat type shit. Like I can't let it go, right? I gotta outfire the situation. You know what I'm saying? He was like,
Man, I see you can get back to the crib, nigga. Keep me in mind.
he hang up, right? So he was right, hindsight 2020, but at that moment, couldn't nobody tell me shit, nigga. At that moment, couldn't nobody tell me shit. So I used to go in the room and I started watching court TV. I don't know why I've never watched court TV before or since. And this is where we go to where we get to. So when I'm watching court TV, every single show on court TV was about domestic violence, man. It was crazy as shit. Like it was OJ Simpson. Then they had another 30-minute program about Rick Caruth. And then they had this one dude whose story I'm about to share with you. I'm gonna share the official story, but I'm gonna share this clip too. This is what made me think about it. So shout out to little Elijah, man. Elijah hits me yesterday with this photo right here. And he said, Joe, do you remember that story you told me? I said, nah, not really. I really don't remember nothing I tell y'all, to be honest. I was like, nah, not really. I said, but this picture remind me of something. And he was like, and I'm telling him, like, yo, remind me of the shit I saw on court TV. He was like, yeah, you told me that story. You was down in Atlanta on that bullshit, and you saw it on court TV. So this is how the story went. So once upon a time, a man met a girl. I'm gonna bring this photo back up, but I don't want to rush the story. Once upon a time, a man met a girl in high school or college, either high school or college. And they get married. They have a daughter. Beautiful couple. Beautiful couple. I am going to show y'all the picture. Beautiful couple. When he showed me the picture, I was like, I wonder if this is her. This is the her from the story. This is the her. So it literally is this young lady on the left. And her husband was handsome. He was like a Kappa or Alpha or something. He played sports. You know what I'm saying? No homo pause, but handsome young man. You know what I'm saying? Prime about 6'1", great shape. You know what I'm saying? Look good in the suit. She looked good in a dress. They were a beautiful couple. And he married her. They had a daughter. But this bitch was a bus, a nigga. This bitch couldn't get right for nothing. Cause she black and her mama black. So you just gotta respect that, right?
Mama back.
So she divorced him and took the daughter. Very sad. They still stay in the same, not the same city, but like in the same state. Like she moved an hour out, and she worked at like Sprint. She worked at either Sprint or T-Mobile. I know she worked at a cell phone spot, but so they had a court order that he had to pay child support, but he got 4 days a month. You know how y'all be daddy's 4 days a month. He got every other weekend with his daughter, but he hadn't seen his daughter in like 7 months before he went back to court to tell the judge that he's not getting his visitation. The judge tells him that visitation is at the discretion of the primary care position, which is crazy, and that it's just suggested that he gets visitation, but it's mandatory that he pays child support. That's crazy. I'm gonna click this in anyway. It's late, but nigga, that's bogus. Visitation optional, Child support mandatory. I was like,
Hell no, to the no, no.
so anyway, so he went through this shit like for another year. So like he was going through bullshit trying to get his daughter. He paying child support. He paying alimony, not like what they call it, like 6 months of alimony plus child support. So he got through that, or 2 years alimony plus child support, some shit. But he not getting to see his daughter. And one day, this is how I know she either worked at Sprint or T-Mobile. One day she's at work behind the kiosk, and nigga, when I say calmly, this nigga calmly walks in like he's a customer, my nigga. Calmly walks in with a McDonald's cup, like a Sprite cup. Well, they say Sprite, but it was a McDonald's cup. I saw the video. He had a McDonald's cup full of gasoline. He walked to her kiosk, poured the gas on her, set her on fire, and smooth walked out, my nigga. I mean, calmly walked out, like he just paid his bill, nigga. Like it was, hey. And I'm in the crib. I'm sitting in the dark with a pillow over the TV set so the glare can't be seen through the fucking thing. And I'm still waiting for this bitch to come through. I got my little my little lunch lady hat on, my gloves. Well, I had the gloves on at the time. Had my lunch lady hat on, had the mask around my COVID mask around my neck. And I'm just waiting and I'm watching this shit. And I'm thinking like they gave him 20, 35 years for that. And I'll tell you exactly what I thought. Exactly what I thought. I said, nigga, I said, man, I'm 20. Yeah, I said I'm 20. I had to be 27. Because I was like, yo, I'm 27 years old. If they give me 25 years for deleting Keisha, nigga, I come home. Nigga, I still be young now. I be 53. Nigga, I still be young enough to make kids. Like, man, my life will still continue, nigga. But the world would be better without this bitch in it, nigga. So watching this man made me more dedicated to the purpose, because what ended up happening was he kept coming up for a parole. And she showed up, this goofy bitch showed up at every parole meeting to tell her she's still in pain and she doesn't feel safe if he out of jail. So every time he going for parole, she right there in a parole hearing, like, yo, keep that nigga locked up, right? So when Elijah sent me this picture, I said, I wonder if it's her. And you know what? It's her. That's crazy, man. I want y'all to know it was very hard for me to find this article, because apparently burning your wife up is like what's hot in the streets, man. Like it was I had to put in a year. I had to remember what year I was in Atlanta trying to delete this bitch. Like, cause there's so many men apparently that's burning their wives and girlfriends up with gasoline, man. It seems to be a thing.
Mama, that.
They keep getting caught though. They need to do better. So now, cause this is in 2010. You know what I'm saying, when this happened. So when this article was written, um, now she's a hero or heroine. She's a heroine now. She's a survivor. That's all they ever want to be. The bitch was a terrorist. Is how she got her ass burnt up. But I want to read this article to you, because I want you to see how they spun the narrative. Syracuse, New York. Yvette Cade tells women trapped in violent domestic relationships to get out as quick as they can. She didn't, and it nearly cost her life. Cade spoke Tuesday at the annual luncheon of Vera House, a Syracuse agency that works with victims of domestic violence and sexual assault. The 36-year-old woman who lives in D.C., in a D.C. suburb, was attacked in 2005 when her husband, who doused her with gasoline and set her on fire in her office in front of customers and coworkers. Okay, a few things. A few things. I'm gonna read it. They're implying that she was in a domestic and she was being domestically abused her entire relationship, which is not true. It is totally false. I can't even make this bigger because I ain't on StreamYard. It's totally false. He didn't blank out until she started playing with his kids. She had a no fault divorce. She wasn't scared of that man. She took his money, took his daughter, cussing him out. Like, I heard the voicemail messages, man. I'm watching this shit, bro. I'm watching this shit on court TV. I'm listening to the voicemails that he was leaving. Like, shorty, my daughter, fuck you, nigga. You ain't, you know, I go,
Fuck you, nigga. You ain't shit. Yeah.
hold on, wait. I'm gonna tell you that. Hold on, wait. I'm about to show you exactly how those conversations was going. Exactly how them conversations was going. Goddamn. There we go. I'm gonna show you exactly. When I saw this, I said, "Yo, this is exactly how that conversation went." Hold on. I'm almost there. Y'all been posting like crazy on the Marriott Secretary page, but I know it's on here. That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't find it. That's crazy. Anyway, she was cussing him out every day, all day, talking about what she is, ain't gonna do, and blah blah blah. And he'll see her when he feel like seeing it, and he ain't no good daddy, no way, and all type of bullshit, and lightweight threatening him, and like all type of like I'm listening to the voicemail, man. I heard it with my own two ears, on the on court TV, because that was all part of his appeal. You know what I'm saying? He like, yo, I was the one being emotionally and psychologically abused. Um, that's crazy. Oh, here you go. This is what he was going through.
Hell, you fucking asshole. You
Man, what's up on the defrag on this bitch? I must need to shut down. I can't shut down though, baby, because I'm still doing our
fucking liar. You fucking manipulator. You goddamn wish you would have played your cards right with me. You fucking asshole. We
Yeah, that's exactly what he was going through.
are fucking over. You fucking dumbass. I hope that you choke on a piece of concrete and literally go to hell. I will see you in fucking hell, you fucking asshole, you fucking liar, you fucking manipulator, you goddamn wish you would have played your cards right with me, you fucking asshole! We are fucking over, you fucking dumbass. I hope that you choke on a piece of concrete and literally go to hell. I will see you in
Hey, that's exactly how the voicemail sounded that she was putting on dude, right? But all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? She technically is a survivor of domestic violence. But all of a sudden, here's the narrative, right? So, you know what I'm saying? They talking about some she didn't see the domestic things and it nearly cost her life. But she was already divorced before the domestics happened, right? So that's one lie, right? Now, also, they talk about how her husband doused her with gasoline and set her on fire in her office. This part is kind of messing with me, bro. In her office. You know what I'm saying? She worked at Sprint. So think about it. It's very few times that you have an office space and then you're in front of customers. That's not even how offices work.
Mama back.
So when I tell you I saw it and it really happened at a Sprint shop, just hey, look, I'm just telling you, man. Now she's a sophisticated woman and all type of shit. She has an office space, but somehow, you know what I'm saying, it's in front of customers and coworkers, whatever. She suffered third-degree burns on over 60% of her body and spent 3 months in a hospital. She's had numerous surgeries and is extensively scarred. So When I saw this, I was like, yo, that's her, yo, that's her. And now she getting pity. Anyway,
I felt the intense flame hit my back. The flames were 1,500 degrees.
Cade told about 320 people at the luncheon at the Doubletree Hotel.
I saw my flesh dripping to my feet.
All right, now that part happened. I ain't gonna lie, that part happened. I saw it, bro. I'm not trying to be funny, yo, but she looked like the Human Torch, my nigga. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. And the way he walked off was so smooth, like he had the courage of this convention. You know how like you just know you did the right thing. Like that man just knew he did the right thing, bro. Like, and that's how I was feeling at that moment, sitting in the dark waiting for Keisha to come back. I was like, he did the right thing. Like he and I were in agreement. Like, yo, it's the right thing to do, man. Alpha must happen, right? Anyway, her ex-husband was sentenced to life in prison. 3 weeks before the attack, the judge ignored Kate's pleas to extend a protective order barring the ex-husband from visiting her. Kate has told her story. Here's the thing. They're trying to blame the judge because chicks always want a protective order. Anytime a chick want to steal your kid or you going through divorce, they always put a protective order. All of them, bro. That's their game plan. That's their playbook. They be like,
I don't feel safe, except nothing ever happened. I want a no-fault divorce. He didn't cheat, nothing like that. I'm just tired. I just want new dick. So I need a protective order to get this man away from me so I can find stepdaddy during stepdaddy season.
they all do that. Now, all he wanted to do was see his daughter, and that bitch was playing with his motherfucking child, man. And the reason the judge didn't extend the order of protection is because at that point he was no threat. So all that she was in an abusive relationship and all that shit, even the judge was like, yo, that's bullshit. She was the threat. She was fucking with him. Goddamn right. Like I said, man, it's in your heart, pay your daycare fees, man. She was fucking with him. So where was that? All right. Kay told her story on the Oprah Winfrey Show and other national TV programs. Um, where am I? Her visit to Syracuse was arranged by a childhood friend, Chandris Hillsman. Chandris is a crazy ass name, man. It sound like it's missing a ma, right? Like it should say Musandris, but it just say Sandris. Anyway, the wife of Quentin Hillsman, the coach of the Syracuse University women's basketball team. I think she was on the women's basketball team too, bro. Like no cap. I think. Oh, that ain't it. I think that I think that she was on. I think like they was a perfect couple, bro. Like he played football or basketball or something, and I think she was a female athlete. I thought she played volleyball, but she could play basketball. Bro, she fucked it up, bro. She fucked it up. Anyway, back to the lies.
I share my story because I'd like to shine a light to help others.
Kay said, all right. So when she began dating, all right, here we go. I ain't read this. When she began dating her ex-husband, she did not think he was capable of abusing her, but he became violent after they got married. He did not like her talking on the phone to relatives or visiting them. Eventually, Kay told him she wanted a divorce. He moved out, and the intimidation continued until he showed up at her office carrying a Sprite bottle filled with gasoline. Kay said that his last words before pouring the gas on her was, I love you. Okay. Bro, I'm hold on. Look, bro. I'm telling y'all, I saw it, bro. I saw the video though, bro. I don't remember no I love you, and I want to share it, but I can't show it because I want to keep this video up. bro. He walked smooth in. And it wasn't no Sprite bottle, bro. It was like a McDonald's cup. Cause the way he poured it, it was so quick. You know how you would have to shake that shit out of Sprite bottle, bro. You were seeing people pop bottles at championships. You know how a Sprite bottle made, bro. Ain't no way he'll be able to stand over her and douse her with gasoline like that out of Sprite bottle. It was a Coca-Cola cup from McDonald's, one of them supersized cups. You can call it a Sprite cup, but it wasn't a bottle or nothing. And he poured it on her and set on fire. Man, this is like, hey, y'all remember that scene in damn, damn. It was a I want to call that nigga Melvin. Mel Gibson movie. It was a Mel Gibson movie where somebody owed him $30,000 and he went against the whole mob to destroy him over that $30,000. And it was that scene where he had gasoline poured all over something and he just flicked his cigarette and blew up everything and just walked away smooth and shit. That's how I look, bro. That's how he did it. Anyway, okay. It's Payback. Yep. That's the name of the movie, Payback. He gave that bitch the payback, nigga. Anyway, I know bullshit. I saw that shit. Y'all can Google it on your own. What's her name again? Something Cade. Hold on, let me look at her name again. Her name is Yvette Cade. Y'all can look up Yvette Cade and see the video for yourself, bro. I'm telling you, bro, it was crazy, b. Um. Anyway, back to the lies. Okay, Cade said there's a way out for women who feel trapped in abusive relationships. She advised them to call a Vera House and other agencies that work with battered women.
Don't be embarrassed to tell your family because they're here to help you. You're worth more than be treated as a piece of property.
All right, whatever. Anyway, man. Um, Real quick, man. I'm gonna drop the link again, man. I really came through just to chop it up with y'all, man. That was on my man since I saw that flick. I was like, yo, the Lowe's chicks plus the photo that they sent. I was like, yo, I was gonna earth a Lowe's chick myself, nigga. And that's how. And then the picture came. I was like, yeah, that's um. Shout out to Mineral Mitch for the $5 cash app. Gratitude, sir.
Mama back.
Shout out to XL Pro for the $5 cash app for tacos. Gratitude, sir.
Mama back.
Yeah, I dropped the link, man. If y'all want to come up, man, I give y'all a minute to come up. If not, I'm gonna get up out of here. But yeah, man, here's the moral of the story, bro. The moral of the story is no matter how hideous these toddlers act, and they'll always be at their worst because there's no consequence for them to be at their worst. So there's no incentive for them to be at their best for anybody except their employer. It behooves you guys to become the employer, man, and to create that corporate environment, bro, which means you have to do it with your brothers because you can't be the only one checking your girl and nobody else checking their girls because you know what's going to happen in, right? A bunch of simps going to attack you, right? You got to be around people who understand the assignment so they understand that all you doing is correcting your toddler so that your toddler can walk in the ways of functionality because when you good, the family good. When she good, apparently you pouring gas on her somewhere. You shouldn't have to Al 5 your chick if she knows the penalty is getting Al 5. That's not how it works. I know I talk about it, and I'm all for bringing DV back. I'm all for bringing DV back, but you gotta understand, bro, that you don't have to go through that when they know it's on the table. Toddlers only do shit because they don't believe it's on the table. And now that they're getting rid of the men like 40 going north, even though they swear to God they love black men, but the marriage rate is projected to be 2% by 2030. 2030, right around the corner. Ain't none of these new bitches getting married. And as the old bitches die, ain't gonna be no more married couples. And the ones that are married, shit, half of them on their third fucking husband.
Mama back.
But Keep alfalfa on the table.
Daddy, you steady, Mama. You steady,
Darn
Mama.
tootin' I did. Darn tootin' I
That
did.
means you love her. That means you
That's what
love
I've been
her.
trying to tell her. I've been trying to tell her.
Also, you guys got to remember that women really and truly, it's two things that women love. Two things that women love. They love tacos and they love slavery.
Well, because the white man is the slave master. The rest of the people are the slaves. Why would I submit to a slave? I don't submit to no slave. I submit to my slave master, which is the white man.
The logo. Girls submit to the logo. It don't matter who make the logo. They submit to the logo. Anyway, ain't nobody slide up, so I'm gonna slide out, man. Shout out to Mixer XL Pro for the daycare fees, man. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna right this ship. As always, love each other as you love yourself. Feed the pack. Tribe up.
Chill. You're one of the top speakers the past 8 years. But I hated you at first. Could you please mention the Dirty Folks podcast? Thank you, Lord. Charles. Dirty Folks.
And see, I find it to be hilarious because even if I did behave like a teenager, I would be ahead of a lot of these dubs that want to make these comments. Because a lot of you behave like toddlers. Shout out to my man Dirty Folks.
And it's because y'all niggas don't support. Y'all do support. Titties and pussy. Hey, shout out to Dirty Folks.
Men have sort of quietly begun to agree that even the most off the wall extreme advice or takes that you get from some random guy on the internet is more useful than anything allegedly profound that you would hear from a trained black female professional. All right, let's take a perfect example of this, right? The idea of Dirty Folks when he come up and he says like women with clothes on, that is a way more useful notion to frame your mental state around than anything your black female therapist would ever tell you. Because she's a woman with clothes on. Why the fuck would you listen to her? When he says that, it makes sense in a way that it just appeals to you, and it's something that your black female therapist could never match.
Yo, Traps. The daycare is influential. To be so small. Do your big homie. Like, sub, share, clip. I know I got at least 10 bars to change somebody's life. Help me to help my brother. Love each other as you love yourself.